Every time you open your mouth, you help people form an impression about you. So it is of the utmost importance that when you do so thoughtfully. Now that starts, for a lot of us, with watching and making sure that you're not cursing. Cursing is a sign of a really poor vocabulary, and it can be offensive to a lot of people. There are scenarios, of course, where it may be situationally appropriate, but by and large, keep cursing out of your vocabulary. Secondly, make sure that you make eye contact with the people that you're speaking with, especially if you're speaking with a larger group of 4 or 5 people who are with you. You want to make sure that you look each and every person in the eye as you're talking, because if you don't, you're going to make that person feel like, why am I even standing here? I feel completely irrelevant in this circle. This person's not acknowledging me. Speaking of I, though, not too much I as in me, myself, and I. You've got to ensure that you do a little bit of talking about yourself, but then let the other people talk about themselves. Keep the conversation lively, and that means giving and taking. How many times have you been with somebody and they cannot remember your name, or you can't remember their name? It's awkward. We have all been there, and because we've all been there, it's actually okay to say, hey, I'm so sorry, I remember we met at a party a couple of months ago. I'm just forgetting your name. Chances are they've probably forgotten your name too. So you're actually doing them a favor while at the same time serving the purpose of getting to know what their name is. If you've met them many, many times and for some reason you've just got a mental block about them, it might be a little bit embarrassing to say that for the 7th time, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. So here's a really great tip. If you stick with good to see you instead of good to meet you, you will never have that scenario of somebody saying, what do you mean good to meet me? We've met 17 times already. Good to see you is one of these great catch-all phrases that will cover you in any situation. So that's it. Use a little bit of common sense, think before you speak, and you'll make sure never to insult anybody, and you'll be an engaging conversationalist.